Perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Now, I'm inclined to agree. Bernardo Silva, O'Reilly, Doku looks to get on the end of this. And here's Haaland, Doku, O'Reilly, Reinders. And here's Haaland, Haaland! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Can get it clear. Decent chance! Great strike, the test for the keeper.
Mateus Nunes clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Alaba gently done. Played out to the right. Oh, it's come loose. Doku did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
This has gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Doku. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Out towards the flank. That's tidy. Foden. Oh, good spread. Here's Nunes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rudiger. Valverde. Goulet. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Matches Nunes. Bernardo Silva, spread out to the left. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Garcia. Played back in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ruben Dias moved on forwards. Searching pass he's played there. And Bernardo Silva! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Valverde. Howson forwards and with intent. And it's Alaba. He is just caressing the ball. Danger averted for now. Reinders producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Doku. Rudiger does really well to win the ball there. Oh, perfectly measured that. Nico Gonzalez. And back to the keeper they go. Carvajal cuts it out. Valverde, now he's got space here. O'Reilly, oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, he's onside. Haaland. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Garcia. That is a brilliant interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. No way through there. Now it's Haaland. Do have a chance to counter here. Over to the left. And it's O'Reilly. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gonzalez. Doku. Now it's Doku. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger, aim forwards. Garcia. And here's Kula. Now it's finished, shoots! And he's there to clear it. Howson with the short one. And it's Carvajal. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. Aimed in towards the centre. And that has been cleared. And it's played forward. Oh, red, nice interception. Vardiol. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bernardo Silva is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Played out to the right. Ball's gone out of play. Alaba. Ceballos shifted upfield. Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Ruben Diaz gets rid without sophistication. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he thumps it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Deflected behind for a corner. And that's a throw. Foden, and he goes cross-field. Now, what about a counter-attack? Out to the left it goes. Alaba. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Ball is over the line. Alaba proves just a little bit too strong. Matches Nunes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ruben Diaz, gently done. Gonzalez tries to dink it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Valverde wins the duel this time.
Gonzalo Garcia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
O'Reilly. Nico Gonzalez. O'Reilly. Reinders. O'Reilly, aim forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vinicius Junior, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played towards the other side. Decent progress down the left. Cross in, looks like a good one. Guardiola clears it away. Doku forwards and with intent. Crunching tackle. Little doubt, that is a foul. Bernardo Silva played out towards the right wing. Matheus Nunes. That's very neat. Bernardo Silva goes for the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bernardo Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Doku. Alaba. Chouameni. Alaba. Chouameni. Howson. Looks to the other side. It's a mighty looking ball, that. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Guardiola. Reinders. O'Reilly. Guardiola. Reinders. Moved on forwards. Howson, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Spread out to the left. Alaba picks it up now. A header! No, he's got that completely wrong.
Good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Howson. Vinicius Junior laid out to the left flank. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Matheus Nunes. Foden. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Valverde, and it's played forward. Overhit and out of play. Bernardo Silva. Reinders. That's really well manoeuvred. O'Reilly. Reinders have it back and can go again. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Decent hit from there. Valverde. Howson shifted upfield. Out to the left it goes. And it's Ceballos. Matthews Nunes. Nico Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. 15 minutes till half-time. Foden. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Out to the right. Carvajal. He's having a shot! And the ball's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking for a decent ball in. And he's heaved it away. Rudiger. Valverde. Goulart knocks it out wide. Cross goes in there. No, that's too long. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. O'Reilly. Nico Gonzalez. Ruben Diaz. Aim forwards. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. There will be a throw-in. Dani Ceballos. On and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nicely intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Vinicius Junior. Doku has created one goal already. Reinders. O'Reilly. Doku. Reinders. Played with finesse. Howson can get it clear. And here's Haaland. Foden. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Play for a throw. And here's Doku. Now it's Reinders. Takes a shot. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bernardo Silva is offering a right smile there.
Rudiger. Valverde, gently done. Guardiola moved on forwards. Valverde. And It's Valverde. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's KYRGYZ. Good big chance! And again the keeper stands strong.
KYRGYZ really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
They've played it short. Oh, nice touch. O'Reilly tries to clear. Valverde closing in on goal. Traumeri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good take, and is he in? Howson plays it short. Oh, it's played into the area. Tries to get it clear. Valverde! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Valverde probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Reinders. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland has been caught there, it's a foul. And he's following up! In he goes again! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Valverde. Garcia. Played down the flank. And he's managed to get free. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nico Gonzalez. Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz forwards and with intent. Valverde. That's really well manoeuvred. Garcia. Traumeri is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rudiger. KYRGYZ. Rudiger. Carvajal. KYRGYZ. Back into the middle. KYRGYZ. Receives it in a good shot at goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gonzalo Garcia certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Ruben Diaz, aim forwards. Foden. Howson cuts out the pass. He's in a great position here. Over to the left. And it's Ceballos. Oh, easy pickings there. O'Reilly. Vardiol. Reinders. O'Reilly. Can he latch on to this? That is very well defended. Rudiger. Goulet. Howson. Chouameni. Howson, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Haaland. And the shot! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Garcia. Great defending, strong and determined. Matheus Nunes. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Nice physical challenge. And it's Ceballos. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Valverde. There are a few waiting for it. He came in hard, very hard. Gets it away. Back in once more. Donnarumma claims it, and the danger passes. And the half-time whistle goes. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the action is back underway. O'Reilly, no, again there's no way through. Chouameni, Vinicius Junior, Haaland. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Alaba. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Arda Güler. That's good defending, very good defending. Alaba flashes it across. Vardiol tries to clear. Haaland. Foden. Reinders. Haaland. Nico Gonzalez. Matheus Nunes. Nico Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. Vardiol. Mbappe is fouled. attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. Played back in. And here's Bernardo Silva. Doku. Nice control. Doku tries a cross. Goulet. Now it's Dani Ceballos.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Foden. Howson. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. That is a great pick out. And here's Mbappe. Ruben Dias with the clearance. And can he finish it? O'Reilly. Reinders. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias, gently done. Alaba. Doku. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking. Away. Bernardo Silva. Doku. And here's Haaland. Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Nunez. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nico Gonzalez. Matheus Nunes crosses it in. What a throw in. And they've got a throw. And that is out of play. Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Howson chooses to go cross-field. Arda Güler. And that has been cleared. And it's been taken short. Alaba, now here's the delivery. Ruben Dias.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
KYRGYZ. Vinicius Junior has it in on. Surely now! Couldn't quite control it.
Mbappe really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Pinged towards the front line. Alaba gets over and intercepts. Carvajal. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Oh, can he get onto this? Alaba. Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. Reinders. Moved on forwards. Now it's Doku. Haaland. Now it's Doku. He is through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Goulet, Mbappe, Alaba, Gonzalez wins the duel this time. It's Ceballos. Reinders does really well to win the ball there. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. Doku shifted upfield, now looking to orchestrate a counter. They're not going to make any further progress now. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Haaland. Can he spark a counter here? Doku, oh, good spread. Here's a chance! And the counter is on. Tchouaméni, aim forwards. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Rudiger, gently done. Valverde. And it's Carvajal. Goulet. Valverde. Carvajal. Tchouaméni, Valverde. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's a nice ball. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Foden. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Doku. Oh, shooting chance! Rudiger. Goulet. KYRGYZ. And here's Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. Haaland. Howson. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alaba. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Carvajal. Moved on forwards. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Matias Nunes. Reinders. Out to the right. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And here's Doku. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Ceballos, that's a clever-looking ball. And he shoots! Now it's Dani Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's had a crack. It's anyone's ball now. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Matias Nunes. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Doku. Now he's off and running. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Mbappe tries to thread one through. Alaba, and that's aimed into the middle. Matias Nunes. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Back into the middle. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Foden.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Alaba. And the pass is intercepted. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Howson.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Doku going full steam ahead down the left flank. Courtois gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Chouameni. Howson, head over towards the opposite flank. Always onto this. Bellingham. Oh, some tackle that. The ball is loose and, oh, they could be caught out here. Nico Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Nico Gonzalez. And here's Haaland. And here's Haaland. Doku. And this is Bernardo Silva! Has it all! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Carvajal. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Rudiger forwards and with intent. And it's O'Reilly. Not much subtlety about that challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Can get it clear. Here comes another cross. And he's there to get it away. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. It's run loose here. Matheus Nunes. Great defending, strong and determined. Played towards the other side. O'Reilly. Strong running down that left flank. Valverde. Played out to the right. And it's Carvajal. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Oh, smashing header. Oh, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Showing good feet. Vicious ball here. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Foden plays it in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And claimed it back swiftly. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And it's Bernardo Silva. He has found the way through. Oh, such a clever touch. Matheus Nunes. And here's Bernardo Silva. That is lovely. Nico Gonzalez. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Doku. Rudiger. Bellingham. Valverde. That has been cut short. And here's Güler. Bellingham. Lovely feet. That's surely a foul. Free kick. That's a booking. Always looked it. His body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Vinicius Junior ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Tchouaméni chooses to go cross-field. Carvajal. Valverde. Carvajal. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Carvajal. Played in by Danny Carvajal. Doku played out towards the right wing. Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. O'Reilly gets good distance on it. And it's Carvajal. And here's Bellingham. Valverde. And that has been cleared.
Look, this is so frustrating.
He's had a shot! That's an excellent interception. Ruben Diaz gets it clear. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just 1 down as opposed to 2.
Defending of the desperate variety. Carvajal, and here's Valverde. Tchouaméni. Out to the right. Now that's a fine challenge. And they've got rid. To the last 5 minutes. Güler, oh, good spread. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Valverde. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Güler. Vinicius Junior. Valverde, gently done. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Belling. And here's Goulet. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's gone direct. Doku getting this one clear. He's got to be in here. Plenty to it. Takes a shot. It's off target and by quite a way. Bernardo Silva. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ball's over the line and it is a corner. But there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And it's gone. And the shot! Foden, who's short, fires it in low.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances done a begging.
Vinicius Junior. Howson. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Eder Militao. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Guardiola is there and he can get that clear. And it's played in. Clears it away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite.
He's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has shown him a yellow card. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior shifted upfield. Bellingham. That's good play. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Doku, Marmoush, And he's running through. Doku puts them all in. And Monmouth! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Valverde. So that's it. It is all over. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well,